Hi besties, and welcome to another video on my channel. Today we have a bit of a special video as it is once again that time of year where it's channelversary time. The channel is now 7 years old. Like, what? Time really flies. But yeah, as is customary, I want to work on a little project while we just sit down and have a nice cozy chat, reflect a little on the year that has been, and also talk plans and maybe ideas and stuff for the future. And of course projects. We are going to talk projects. So we're kind of podcast adjacent today for all those nostalgia vibes. But yeah, what I'll be working on today is I'm gonna be starting on a prototype idea for this year's Christmas sweater or cardigan. This yarn isn't super Christmassy, it's sparkly though, so maybe a little bit Christmassy. That's fine, it's a prototype, so I'm probably gonna have to rip it all out at some point, so it's fine. We have some crochet for once today. I'm gonna try and get some clips of me working whilst also talking, so I'm gonna try and get clips of both essentially. So we're gonna have a cozy little chat. I have some tea. You can have whatever you want. So maybe go ahead and grab a little drink, a little snack, maybe both, cozy up with a blanket or something, and let's get into the video. So it has been another year on YouTube. I want to start this video by thanking all of you so very much for spending your time with me, for watching my videos and chatting, commenting, hanging out in premieres and live streams, and basically making all of this happen. And also especially thank you to my channel members. I am completely blown away by the support, and of course all of you who have bought patterns or items from my shops. I am so beyond grateful for each and every one of you. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I cannot express how grateful I am. About a year ago now, I decided to step things up a notch and treat this as more of a job. I had before that as well, but like for real. And I must say this is probably the best decision I could have ever made. I have made so many things and projects over the past year, gone on so many great crafting adventures, and yes, it's been such a positive experience, and I am so glad to be here to continue on with this and to keep making projects. And I am so glad to once again be here celebrating a channel anniversary with all of you guys. So let's recap kind of what we did over the past year and go over some of my highlights of the year maybe. So most recently here on the channel we completed the mystery shawl. I have it over there. I just removed it from my desk chair. Give me 1 second. We just completed this year's mystery shawl. It's been a series in 3 parts and you've probably just watched it, and if you haven't, it's up in the corner. But we just completed this year's mystery shawl within the MCAL month for the 2nd time ever, which feels like a massive feat honestly, as the shawl is massive. I've done this twice in 1 year now. We did the last year's MCAL in October last year here on the channel, and we did this one this year in October, and I'm so happy about that. I love that we made this into like a challenge on the channel, mainly just me challenging myself. I'm never here to like challenge you to do anything at the same speed that I do stuff. I do stuff for YouTube, for you to have something to watch and enjoy. So I like to make ridiculous challenges to myself, like finish this thing really quickly. That does not mean I want you to finish things quickly. Please take your time with stuff and knitting and crochet. It's meant to be slow, but I've been having a lot of fun knitting this in a speedy manner. I'm really curious to see what we'll do for next year's shawl. I'm really curious to see what we'll do for that, because I for sure want to continue on this tradition of doing the MCAL shawl on the channel. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what we'll do next, but that's like in the whole entire other year, so we get to cool off on shawls just a little bit before that. But on the topic of knit-alongs, I have this year, because we're talking highlights. This was a highlight because I literally just finished it the other day. But on the topic of highlights and knit-alongs, I have for the first time ever run some knit and crochet alongs in this past year, and it has been so much fun. I never did that before. I only ever participated in other people's knit-along and craft-alongs, but I've hosted some of my own this year and it's been so much fun. I'm currently doing a knit-along for my most recent pattern, the Broom Riders socks, and also the matching mitts for those. ties, which in case you missed it, it will be running until late November. So there is still time if you want to knit some socks or mitts to join in the fun. But anyway, I started off strong this year with a crochet along for my Hexi wrap. Gonna be popping stuff up on the screen for you, but for my Hexi wrap, which is last year's Christmas sweater, we'll get to that in a second. I'm gonna talk about the Hexi wrap because that's a whole highlight all in itself. We started strong with this crochet along, and then we did some silly goose socks. Silly geese with bow ties have been one of my hyperfixations this year. It's cooled off. I still love them. I don't want to get rid of any of the geese I've picked up. I've thrifted a few. I don't want to get rid of them. I'm not looking specifically for geese at the moment, but I still absolutely love them. And I just the other day found cross-stitch patterns with more geese with bow ties that I really want to make. I just don't need to thrift a bunch of geese anymore. Anyway, that's been a hyperfixation of mine this year, and this pattern that we knit is a pattern by Stone Knits, by the way. And now we are, like I said, doing Broom Rider socks and mitts. Again, my most recent pattern that released in early October. But speaking of Hexi wrap, last Christmas I had my first ever viral-ish post on Instagram, TikTok, and even here on YouTube on Christmas. And that was kind of hectic because I posted my silly little hexagon cardigan thinking it would get my usual amount of views on a reel, like 800 to 2,000 views on Instagram, maybe 800 views on here on YouTube, and it blew up. It absolutely, completely blew up over all platforms. I don't know what happened, but I'm so grateful. So I also had to put it together into a pattern because the demand was high, very high. And boy, am I glad I did, because this cardigan has been on and off throughout the whole entire year, making the rounds on social media. Not any of I made another one and I've made other reels of them. It's the original reel. It keeps going, keeps making the rounds every now and then, and it seems to be picking up slightly now again that we're nearing the holidays. Organically, completely organically. I have no idea how to social media and to promote my stuff. I really should look into that, but I'm really bad at Instagram, TikTok, all of that. Actually posting, keeping up with posting, knowing when to post what. It organically keeps doing the thing, which is crazy. And I am so beyond grateful for that. I should try and post it again now in time for holiday season. But anyway, I am so grateful for all of the support on the Hexi wrap. And I'm still completely blown away. Every time I think about it, I'm like, what just happened? What happened? And it's been like a year. I'm still like, what happened? How? What do you mean? But speaking of that, do we want to do another crochet along for it, for Christmas? Maybe spanning to January, I guess. It's a cardigan. It's going to take a while to make, but let me know what you think in a comment if you want to crochet along for that one again, because I am here for that. I am kind of tempted, but I also want to work on my new Christmas cardigan, which is going so at the moment. I should be working, but I talk with my hands, so it's difficult. I also want to work on this. I also want to release this and maybe crochet along for that as well. So I don't know, we'll see. Let me know what you think. So yeah, what else happened this year? So much of spring and summer is just a blur for me. I don't really remember what I did. I don't really remember projects I did. It's a blur because hello, I got married this summer. I got married in July of this year. And so May, June and July, first half of July especially, was mostly wedding prep. 99% of my time was wedding prep. And here I must once again thank all of you for being so very patient, for sticking around, because my uploads, both regular and for members and live streams, have been very spotty this year due to wedding prep, and then due to me being exhausted and kind of burnt out post-wedding, and also struggling to get back into my routines. Still, we're in November, I'm still struggling a lot to actually get back into the swing of things. I don't know why. It's so difficult for me this time. Usually I struggle for a bit after kind of having a little bit of a vacation, but I get right back to posting and making videos. This year has just been difficult. I guess it's the neurospicy brain doing neurospicy stuff. I don't know. Actually, one thing that has changed, and it's kind of throwing my whole schedule, is the fact that Horse Day is now on Tuesdays instead of Wednesdays, and that is not something my brain agrees with. It makes it kind of difficult for me to plan. I'll figure it out, I promise. But I still want to thank everyone for your patience during this time of me being bad at stuff. But yeah, moving on to my next kind of highlight kind of thing. Last year in my channelversary video, I launched my Discord server. This has also been a huge big highlight of this year. It's been such a good time. It's been a great experience. It's been a great time. It's been lovely to have the community both on YouTube and off YouTube. I admit I don't have as much time as I'd like to keep up with what's posted in there, but I love that we have an active community. I love to see everyone's projects in the Project Pal chat, and I love to see people helping and inspiring each other to pick up new crafts and try new things, and just genuinely being a super helpful, beautiful and supportive community, not just to me but also to like each other. So thank you so much for being a part of this. I also, in my last year's video like this, launched my channel memberships. That has also been an amazing experience. You guys are absolutely wonderful, and I love our little occasional stream hangouts. I will be better about making more frequent member live streams. It's again the thing with my weeks not really working out for me at the moment, and for this I absolutely really want to apologize. I am aware this is awful. I am really bad. I'm really sorry. I will figure it out. But also I want to extend a massive thank you for being a member if you are one, or if you became one from this video. Also a huge big thank you to you as well. Thank you very much. Let's all have a sip of tea together. Also, in my last channelversary video, we had just hit 4,000 subscribers here on the channel. A massive milestone for me, and I could not believe the channel had grown so much. And if we now direct our gaze to the subscriber count below the video this year, I am floored. You guys, I am on the floor. My jaw is on the floor. We are well past 7,500 subscribers now, and I cannot believe it. It's crazy. It's a crazy amount of people. I am so grateful though. Thank you all for subscribing and for being here to watch my silly little videos of me making silly little things. Just like I said last year, this channel and getting to do this gives my disabled self a sense of purpose, something I can view as a job where conventional jobs don't work out for me, and for this being possible for me to do, I am so eternally grateful. So thank you all once again from the bottom of my heart. This is a journey that's been a true blessing for me, and I am excited to continue forward on it, and I hope that you'll want to stick around for another year here on the channel to see what the future holds when it comes to projects and stuff to do and stuff to talk about and all of that, because I'm very excited. I'm very excited to keep going. I'm feeling all ushy-gushy now, so maybe we should check in with the progress we have on my cardigan before I actually start crying. We do not have a lot of progress. This is where we're at because I just ripped back. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. So the plan is I want to make a little top. I kind of want to do a triangle, squares, but I just realized this is this going to be the shape that I'm envisioning? I'm not sure. So I'll keep going and we'll figure it out. I think I have made a mistake in my thinking, but it's fine. It's fine. That's why we make prototypes. Anyway, let's get on with the stuff, because I'm not sure about this anymore. Speaking of patterns, since this is hopefully becoming one, I have actually managed to release a fair few patterns this year. That's also a highlight for me. That was one of my goals this year, to release more patterns. I still have more things that I want to release, like the snake cross stitch, and obviously what we are working on today, but I am really happy about having released several patterns, both knit and crochet ones, but also cross stitch. I have released my very first cross stitch pattern this year, which was the Mama Goose pattern, which you can see here. I had a goal to start releasing things that I had already designed but not yet written or like finalized and not yet tested. And the Broom Rider socks were a good step forward into like this venture because they have been in the works for literal years and they came out last month. And I also took the opportunity to update the mitts pattern whilst also working on the socks to match the sock pattern as I format my patterns a little differently now than I did when I started writing patterns. But next up, I would like to keep updating my other older patterns as well as write up and release more of my already existing ideas with prototypes as well as of course continue creating new things because that's really fun and I enjoy it a lot. I have also been needing to like dial it back a little bit this year because there was a while where I felt like I had to keep churning out patterns and that does not work. That does not work for me because I burn myself out, but I want to keep creating patterns and releasing them, so I'm gonna try and do that at a good for me pace. That's the plan, that's the goal. I don't know if I'll post any like goals for myself other than that in this video though, as this feels like something that's better suited for a New Year's video, which I guess we'll get soon because again we're in November and I have no idea how that happened, and so we are almost in 2026, which is crazy. We just got married last week. Hello, it was July last week. I don't know, this year has been crazy. But anyway, that's a tangent. More goals, plans, etc. in New Year's video around New Year's. I hope to continue on with patterns anyway, that's the plan. Yes. But did we do anything else this year like worth noting specifically? I don't know, probably yes, but I can't really think of anything at the moment. So maybe we move on with a final thank you again to everyone for the support of my videos and patterns over the year. Last year I had a bunch of announcements to make in my Channelversary video. I do not have anything to actually announce this year in my Channelversary video. Like I said, I launched 2 things with my Channelversary, like the Discord and also the channel memberships. But this year we just kind of hit a chat and vibe, and that's fine too. I don't have to like up the bar every year, I think, with like, now I'm releasing this and now I'm releasing that and now we do this and now we do that. I have been toying with the idea of putting together some merch, maybe. I would like to hear your thoughts on this though before I go into it as an actual project. I also need to figure out in that case if I want to go with a print-on-demand service or if I actually want to make the things myself. That would be so much fun and so cool. I'm thinking like lino printing and such, but I can see myself getting burnt out if I get many orders, and since I'm already short on time for stuff almost all of the time, maybe that idea is kind of doomed. I don't know. I'm also kind of wary of the self-printing, self-making merch idea because of the status of the postal system as of right now. As far as I know, Sweden is still pausing all shipments to the US. We don't need to go into talking about all of that. I don't know when that will be fixed. I don't know when I can reopen sending things to the US, and it pains me because I want to be able to. I have friends I want to send stuff and I want to reopen my shop for the US. I'm very sorry about the inconvenience, but there is literally nothing I can do about it at the moment. Obviously digital items still work for the US. Physical items, hopefully they do end up fixing it soon because it's been a while now. I wasn't gonna go into that, but that's also a reason I'm thinking print on demand would be better because they usually can just ship worldwide. Either they are based in the US already or they also have different warehouses, like I think Redbubble does that thing. I'm not gonna go with Redbubble. I've had a Redbubble in the past, it's not great. I know they have different printing places throughout the entire world. What are my hands doing? I don't know. I'm placing printing facilities on the world map. I don't know. Maybe a combination would be a cool idea. Like small batches of hand printed like tote bags or t-shirts or something as drops every now and then an actual merch shop. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, because I am very curious. It's just a loose thought. I would love to know what you think about merch, and maybe that's something I'll look into either soon or in the new year. It depends on how we can figure it out. But yeah, I'm excited. I kind of want merch. I kind of want a Shaiyeh mug or something, a tote bag. I don't know. Let me know. I'm very curious to hear if you are interested or not. Oh, I have another reflection. I forgot this when we talked about highlights of the year. So this is another highlight. We're dialing it back a little bit. But I have managed to pick back up cross stitching in the past year for real, and I'm so excited. I did start the spooky carousel last year before my Channelversary video, I'm pretty sure, but that one kind of re-kickstarted my cross stitch obsession. I have mentioned this before, but cross stitch used to be my craft, my go-to craft in my teens. I learned to knit early in life, and then I got into cross stitch and I was hooked. It was my jam for the longest time. But in my late teens, I kind of dropped it. I dropped knit it. I dropped all of it, honestly. And then I haven't really picked it back up. Obviously, I picked knitting back up, and then I learned to crochet properly. But cross-stitching never really came back until last year. Now I've completed several projects since then, and I'm so happy. It feels so good. My Mama Goose cross-stitch that I mentioned earlier in this video. The snake, obviously, that I'm working on the pattern for. I made the carousel. Most recently I made, it's back there. I made, this is the one, the pastel spooky Halloween cross stitch by Colourfully Sarah. I've been working on this one, and I finished it the other day, and I'm very excited. I love it a lot. I'm gonna get it up on my wall as soon as I can. But yeah, very, very happy. Right now I'm waiting for a delivery of embroidery floss and Aida cloth for a goat pattern I am starting by the Stitch Crypt. So yeah, hype, all of the hype. I wish it was all here already so I could start it though. I try to have one cross stitch project going at all times now, but I want to be monogamous with that craft, for now at least. So I don't really want to start any new ones before I get the floss. I have plenty of knitting and crochet to do, so it's fine. But more plans. I want to sew more. I finally kicked myself in the backside and bought an ironing board this year. Don't come for me. I know I should have had one ages ago, but I have one now, and that's what matters. And oh my goodness, that is a life-changing thing to own as a crafter. Let me tell you, I have made stuff that didn't come out wonky this year thanks to being able to iron properly, and also like for steam blocking and for cross stitch. And yeah, I kind of want to sew more in the future, in the coming year, like venture into making clothes and little accessories. There is a cat with zoomies in the background in case you hear that, as well as like little accessories, bags, like project bags. I am due for making more project bags, bless you. And I'm very, very excited about that. Absolutely. Anyway, maybe we do a little Q&A intermission, because I haven't done one of those since I think last year's Channelversary video. So, question number 1. The sweater in your profile picture, white with a pony on it, did you make it from a pattern? It is this sweater, and no, I actually did not make this. This is a fast fashion sweater, actually. It's from H&M. I bought it many years ago. I think it's like 10, 12 years ago. It's very cute though. I could totally make it because it's fairly blocky, so it's easy to read. I do own a vintage 80s My Little Pony sweater pattern that I do plan on knitting at some point in a video on the channel. So unfortunately this one does not have a pattern. I did not make it, but I have another pony sweater in the plans. Question number 2. Have you ever been to Denmark for the yarn shops? I have been to Denmark, but I've not been to Denmark for the yarn shops. I haven't been to Denmark again in like 12 years. So I haven't been in a very, very long time, and I have not been to any yarn shops. No. Maybe at some point David and I will go to Denmark, and then I can check out, like, I really want to go to Hobie, but no, I haven't been. And it's been a very long time since I last set foot in Denmark. But it's on my list. It's on my list of places I want to go. Question number 3. What's been the thing you're most proud of accomplishing through the channel? Honestly, the community. I don't know how much of like an accomplishment of mine that is, because I provide a platform and you guys are the community. But the fact that so many lovely people have congregated around my channel and are a community now, that is amazing to me. And I think if I can give this as an answer to this, because I wouldn't say that, oh, I created this community, because you guys created it around my channel, so you're the ones with the accomplishment, I guess. But like, I guess having created a platform that attracted you guys, I am very, very happy about that. But also just the fact that I've stuck with it, that is a good accomplishment for me, because I don't always stick with things, but I've stuck with this and I'm very happy about that. That is a good accomplishment. I don't know. Also the hexa wrap. Mostly I am just grateful for the help in getting to where I am, I guess. I don't really know if I have any like I hope this was an accomplishment. But yeah, having a place where this community exists, that is the best thing. Next question. What's your favorite thing you've made, either on video or off video? I kind of have to go with like Hexi wrap. It's one of my top favorite things that I've made. But also other favorite things I made, I really love this Chained Oblivion cardigan. I absolutely love last year's and this year's mystery shawls. Don't ask me to pick favorites. I'm so bad at picking favorites. Not my thing. The snails, hello, the snails might be tied for favorite things. Yeah, I make so many things as well, so every time I finish something new, it's gonna be my new favorite thing for a while until I finish something else. So I have a really hard time picking. I'm sorry. Like, watch me give non-answers to every single question. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. But yeah, I think maybe Hexi wrap. Maybe Hexi wrap. I really love that one. I mean, that's an answer for you. Maybe Hexi wrap. And then we have one more question. We have one more question right here. What is an unexpected thing you've learned from being a YouTuber/influencer? Patience, I guess. I have to think. It's not unexpected to learn how to edit and stuff like that, because that's very much needed when you do this. Actually getting organized and being able to like tidy my desk between work days and like actually getting into a routine, that's been an unexpected thing for me, because all my life I've been just awful with routines. I've hated schedules, routines. I've loved it when I've been in one, but I've never been able to keep one up. And also the fact that I am such a gremlin when it comes to like having stuff on surfaces, or I've been historically, but I've learned that if I'm gonna be able to work on my stuff, I need to tidy up in between work sessions, aka every single day after I'm done, and also in between projects during the day, I need to tidy or I cannot work. So that's one very unexpected thing I've learned, mostly from YouTube, because that's when I film and stuff, but also for Instagram because of taking photos and stuff like that. Getting into a routine of actually tidying up every single day, everything has its place. Also because I can't really have a mess in the background when I'm filming. I do sometimes, and I feel awful about it because I don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. Nobody wants to see a mess. I function very poorly when everything is messy, and I've been able to apply this to the rest of my home as well, so I'm very grateful for that, and it's been a very unexpected perk of doing this as a job. I tidy daily because I cannot stand clutter. I say with this as my background, but everything has its place. Like, collections aren't clutter to me. They are like all organized on a shelf, and nothing else goes on that shelf. It's just collection. That's my entire pony collection. David has the same thing with his Warhammer. It's not clutter. It's stashed away on a shelf, looking pretty. It's a decoration. That all over the desk though, awful, I hate it. But yeah, despite that, I've never been able to actually keep that up my entire life until actually working with this as my thing. So that's been unexpected and very good for me. That is my answer to that question. But yeah, those are questions and answers. Thank you guys for asking me questions so I could give almost an answer to everyone. But yeah, let's check in with the project. This is how far we got. I am awful at actually working on stuff whilst talking, apparently. If you follow along for my live streams, you know this. You see me every week struggle to actually make a single stitch. But I figured out I did not, in fact, make a geometrical error with this. I put it like this on me. Like, this is wrong. This is gonna look wrong. Girly, turn it this way. This is what you meant. This is what you envisioned. This is the way it's gonna sit. It's gonna be fine. So I'll continue on this prototype off camera and we'll talk about it again in another video. We might not talk about it before that video comes out, but we might also talk about it before that video comes out because I really need to work on this now. Because we are once again in November and I'm stressing a little bit, but it's okay. It's fine. But yeah, I think that is kind of sort of it for today because I have been yapping for a long time. So once again, a huge big thank you to all of you for being here through yet another year of projects here on this channel, and here's a cheers with tea. Here's to more fun in the future on the channel. Clink. But now I want to ask you something. What's been your favorite thing that you have made this year? I am super curious to hear about your projects, so tell me everything. Everything. Also, if you want, I am also curious to hear what your favorite thing I have made on the channel this year, what that is. So let me know in a comment down below as usual, and also merch thoughts. Don't forget about your merch thoughts. And if you don't feel like chatting today, that is completely fine. As always, please go ahead and leave some party birthday emojis for the channelversary, and members, please leave some cheese in chat and cheddar party emojis down below as well. Also, while you are down in the comments, please also take a tiny second to like the video if you liked it, as that helps me out a ton. Thank you. And also, if you are new here, hi, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for being here and for watching today. I am so grateful. If you are new and you'd like to keep seeing what I get up to here on the channel in the future with my projects, like with, for instance, this project, please consider clicking the subscribe button and also ring the bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Also, check out the links in the description if you wanna A, join the Discord, B, check out my shops and patterns on Ko-fi and Ravelry, and C, check out my socials. It's all linked there in the description box below the video, as well as a join link for in case you want to get extra cozy and join memberships here on the channel and get some fun perks like cheddar stickers or a little yarn skein badge next to your name. But yeah, that's kind of it. So I think I will go ahead and let you go and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you again so very much for watching today, and I will see you again very soon in my next video. You guys take care now, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye!